Hello and welcome to the show. Let's get started with a quick introduction of yours.
Hello, Sat Saib. My name is Payal Pareda and I'm a resident of Uttam Nagar, New Delhi. I'm a final year MBBS student from AIMS and a devotee of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj since April 2013.
Okay, so first question that I would like to get started with is how did you get into touch with Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj?
I was really young when I took the Naam Diksha. I was around 12, 13 years old. I think the whole credit goes to my father. So both my parents are very religious. They used to go to Sai Baba temple almost every week, I believe. So there he got a book, Bhakti Sadagar, which is Guruji's book. He took the book and came to home and continued reading. He found the book so interested that he completed the book in I think 2 weeks. He also started listening Guruji's discourses and made us sit and also listen to the discourses. We found the Gyan really amazing as it was something that I have really never heard before. Guruji was telling who is real saint, is God formless or does he have a form? So all of these things really amazed me and my family. We decided to go to Barwala and we went there, and that day only we got the Naam Diksha from Guruji.
Okay, so how was this path different than what you had heard before from other saints or other spiritual leaders? Like, why did you choose this path compared to any other path?
Because I feel like Guruji always promote what written in the holy books. And being from any religion, whether you are Hindu, Muslim, Christian, I think you should follow your own religious book. And Guruji always tells us to follow the holy books. His gyans and his blessings were always from the holy books.
Okay, so you are a medical student yourself, and which I believe might have got you into some thoughts like, is spirituality greater than medical sciences, or like how could you relate the two paths in your life?
I believe that a doctor's care and God cures. So it never came really into my mind that doctor is superior than God.
Okay, so you yourself being a medical student are saying that God is superior than.
I feel like every medical student will like that.
Okay. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about your journey into medical sciences and then we'll come to your spiritual journey. So I'm sure your admission into a medical college, and you said you are a student at AIMS, which is like the dream of all medical students. I'm sure that journey must have been stressful. So how did you cope up with that journey, and how did Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj's teachings impacted your growth in that career?
Okay, so if you want to get into a medical college, you need to first crack NEET,
Correct.
which is a common university entrance exam for medical exam. So I always wanted to become a doctor, that I know for sure.
Okay.
But the whole journey was very stressful because, to be really honest, my family was not financially fit. So we were facing a lot of financial issues. But what kept me motivated was Guruji's discourse. I make sure to listen at least half an hour of discourse because that was the thing which was actually keeping me motivated. So that's how I feel like if I have to give credit to how I cracked the exam, so I would definitely give credit to Guruji's.
Okay, which is great. So, when you started following Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj Ji, is there any remarkable benefit or anything really great that happened with you that kept you continuing and like inspired to stay on this path?
I would actually like to call benefit as miracle.
Okay.
Because something really miraculous happened with me. There are
And being a medical student, you are calling it a miracle.
Yes, for sure.
Okay.
There are a lot of miracles that have happened to us since we took the Naam, but I think I will not able to sum up all the experiences in such a short period of time. So I would like to focus on what happened with me. So I was born with a severe skin disorder where I get rashes all over my body, especially my joints, the neck, the knee joint, the elbow joints, and my parents took me to almost all the dermatologists, but actually nothing worked for me. One doctor even said that I have to live with the disease all over my life. So, yeah. But what happened, the day I took Naam Diksha, till now, I have not experienced that disease. I just have a scar left.
The immediate day that you took Naam Diksha?
Yeah. It just vanished from my body. I know it sounds very superficial, but this is the truth. I just have a scar left. If you want, I can show.
Yeah.
I have this scar on my, you can see, left hand. Only this is left from the disorder. and the disorder is
And
completely
it
gone.
got cured without any
Without any
medicines
medicine,
or.
yes, without any
But you said
medicine.
you were consulting some doctors who had even said that it is incurable.
Because I had also asthma.
Okay.
You know, if you know, asthma is not curable.
Correct.
So it is a side effect of asthma. So doctor said it
Oh.
is not curable.
But it got cured.
It got cured.
And that is why you believe so firmly
That
in
is why
Sant Rampal Ji
yes.
Maharaj. Okay, okay. So, taking a step back into your journey as a medical science student, one question that comes in my mind is, and what I've heard from other people speaking about it is, medical sciences is a stressful journey, especially for the students who try to crack those exams and getting into a prestigious college like yours. It must have been stressful. And if I talk about India, almost 17% of the population in India is depressed, and most of that population is student age or young generation. So how did you still manage to follow a spiritual path and then follow a journey as a medical science student, and coping up with your mental health? And because I have also heard that the suicide rates in countries like Canada, Russia are severely high. Like it's dangerous. So how do you think this spiritual journey kept you motivated to, just keep on going with the life and doing all things well?
I feel like people are more into suicides. I feel like the main reason for suicide is mental, not mental stability, I would say.
Okay.
I feel like being mentally happy is really important. And I know people who are not mentally fit, they go to therapist.
Correct.
And a lot of people, I know a lot of people who went to therapist but did not find a cure, a solution.
Okay.
But I firmly believe as a student that if you are spiritually healed, you will be mentally happy. That's what I feel like.
And how does this spiritual healing come?
I feel like find a true saint. He will
Okay.
help you to get spiritually healed.
And there are several saints across the globe, and a lot of people, like I think the major population of the globe believes in Jesus. So how do you think this path is different, and spiritual healing that you are talking about comes from the teachings of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj? While there's a whole lot of population in the globe that talks about Jesus being God, but they are still suffering from a lot of things, a lot of diseases, mental health diseases, etc. So what is not right here? I mean, what's going wrong? That why are people still suffering?
As you said, they talk about Jesus being God, but they don't really practice what is written in their book.
Okay.
Yeah, because what is written in the book is that Jesus is not God. Jesus is the Son of God. But
Okay.
I don't think even 1%.
But Jesus was like, he died and then he came back on the third day, is what we have heard.
Yeah.
So what's the true story
Sant
behind that?
Rampal Ji Maharaj said, Jesus, when he was reborn, he was not Jesus, he was Kabir Sahib.
Okay.
And I feel like a lot of people in America and people following Christianity does not even know about the existence of Kabir.
And people talk about God being formless.
Yeah.
While the path that you are following, it seems like you believe in Lord Kabir Sahib Ji,
Yeah.
and you say that God is in form. So, like, there's still a disconnect between what people say, what's there in the books, what you believe. How do we connect these dots?
I feel like different people will say different things. All you have to do is follow what the book is saying. And I feel like if you follow the book, this is the best option I feel I can give.
It's the guide map.
Yeah, it's the guide map, you can say. So in books, as Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj has tell us, the books has written that the God has a form. It has a man-like form.
Okay.
But most of the Christians and also Muslim people believe that God does not have a form. But where is it written in the book? They have never shown us the proof. But you are saying that you have seen the proofs and that is why you believe.
That's why I tell everyone to listen to Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj discourses.
Okay.
When he say anything, he say with a proof. He has book in his hands and he always say with a book.
Okay. Any special learnings from Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj's discourses, and I know that he has been doing a lot of stuff for the society. Like he's one of the greatest social reformer that I've heard about. So any social learnings from his teachings that you have adopted in your life and you think you have got a change in your life due to those? Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj help us to find the path, the correct path to God. But also, he has made society so good. He, if I talk about just be a good human, that's all his preaching. Being a good human means do not smoke, do not
Okay.
eat non-veg. I feel like if I talk about non-veg, I don't think killing any person for your own taste is anyhow justified. So I feel
Okay.
like he basically wants everyone to be a good person. Um,
And and sorry to interrupt, but just one thought that I got here: intoxication is a severe issue across the globe, and especially in Western countries, what we see is that people are depressed, stressed, but they're still so much into intoxication, and they believe that it is an escape from their sufferings of their life or the misery of their life. So, how do you keep yourself sane without any touch with intoxication? Question one. And then how do you think people can just get rid of this? It's a social evil if we talk
yeah.
about it.
If I talk about intoxication, first of all, it is never a escape. It is another trap. I feel like
Okay.
it's another
It's a
trap.
trap.
Yeah, it's a trap. So I feel like if you want to get out of something, again, you need to be mentally happy. You need an escape. And I think rather than intoxication, you can go for spiritual healing. I think spiritual healing will help.
Okay, and that too only through a true saint, as you
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
and that is Sant
Sant
Rampal Ji
Rampal Ji
Maharaj.
Maharaj.
Okay, okay. Any last message that you would like to convey to the generation that you belong to and the medical students that are currently pursuing, and why do you think those people should follow the paths being directed by Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj Ji?
The message I want to give to everybody, especially youngsters, that do not waste your youth. Indulge yourself into spiritual knowledge. And I feel like you can start doing this by actually hearing or listening to Guruji's Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj discourses. And I'm pretty sure if you start listening once, there's no going back, because the gyan that he's giving is actually really precious and also true.
Okay, one follow-up question that I got here is this the right age to get into, spirituality and starting worshipping God? Is this the right age?
I don't think devotion has any relation with your age.
Okay.
And also, we don't know how much time we have left on this earth. Who has seen tomorrow? And I think we should indulge ourselves into devotion as soon as possible.
One final question that I have for you here is how can the society get to know more about Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj Ji? And if they wish to start following the same path, how can they get into this path?
So, Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj discourses runs on different channels, and they provide some numbers. You can contact the numbers. They'll give you all the details regarding all the gyan. And if you want to take Nam Diksha, they'll also guide you regarding that.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.